The war in Ukraine shows no signs of slowing down. Each day brings new battles, new sacrifices, and new stories from the front lines. In this exclusive update, we dive into some of the most intense frontline moments, daring rescues under fire, strategic drone strikes, and the shocking reality of what happens when Russian soldiers are left behind. Let's get into it. It begins with chaos. 2 Ukrainian soldiers are wounded and pinned down as enemy fire rains from every direction, mortar shells and machine guns shredding the air. There's no time for hesitation. Troops from the 28th Mechanized Brigade jump into a Humvee and head straight into the kill zone. Inside the vehicle, the tension is suffocating. Visibility is low, gunfire cracks in the distance, and every second feels like an eternity. As they arrive, dust and smoke choke the air. One soldier leaps out, dragging the wounded back. The man's leg is bleeding badly, and pain is etched into his face, but he's alive. Fog covers their retreat, no return fire, just silence and precision. Inside, the team begins first aid on the move. The terrain is brutal, potholes, mud, debris. The back door won't close, adding even more danger. But through grit and quick thinking, they get it shut. Every bump of the road is a test of endurance for both the driver and the man fighting to stay conscious. Finally, they reach a safe zone. Medics take over. Both soldiers survive. The wounded man's leg is expected to recover. This wasn't just a rescue. It was a statement. No one gets left behind. In the foggy woods of Korsky, a multinational team from the International Legion quietly approaches a Russian-held village. Their mission: reclaim the settlement. Suddenly, gunfire erupts. Chaos. Bullets slice through the air. A Ukrainian volunteer makes a snap decision. He lobs a grenade over a barricade. The explosion silences the gunfire for a moment, just long enough. Then, movement. RPGs are passed forward. The team breaks through. Street by street, room by room, they press on. Drone support tracks enemy positions from above, relaying every movement. Russian defenses crumble. Some try to flee, others are cornered. In under an hour, the entire area is cleared. These aren't just volunteers, they're warriors, and they know what's at stake. A Russian BMP-2 armored vehicle creeps forward. Ukrainian forces spot it and quietly set a trap. When the time is right, anti-armor munitions slam into the vehicle. Flames burst out. The crew scrambles to escape. Some are wounded and collapse in open ground. A second BMP roars in, firing wildly. It doesn't last long. Another direct hit. The vehicle limps forward before giving out. One Russian infantryman tries to escape on foot. A drone operator is watching and doesn't miss. Others attempt to lie still, pretending to be dead. The drone hovers. One by one, they're eliminated. Cold, surgical, ruthless. But this is war, and hesitation means death. A Russian BMP rolls into what looks like an unguarded stretch of road. But the Ukrainians know better. They've already placed a TM-62 anti-tank mine, waiting patiently. Instead of firing, they sit still, watching. One wrong move, one bump of the steering wheel, and then it happens. Boom. The explosion rips the vehicle apart. No one walks away. The patience of Ukrainian forces, backed by solid intel, pays off again. Satellite intel picks up movement. Russian forces are amassing near Tourette. Ukrainian recon confirms. Infantry squads, supported by tanks, are preparing an assault. But they're not going to get far. Ukrainian M109 howitzers light up the forest. The first Russian group scatters in panic. Explosions rock the tree line. Screams echo in the static of drone feeds. Another group tries the trenches, tight, narrow, winding paths. But every corner is zeroed in. They're hit hard, forced to retreat. The last group tries to sneak through shrubs and brush. They barely make it 100 feet before targeted drone strikes rip through their position. This isn't luck. It's strategy, tech, and timing working hand in hand. Ukraine's 3rd Special Forces Battalion sends out FPV drones to a quiet stretch near the front. There, tucked into ruined houses and half-buried trenches, they spot isolated Russian soldiers, most likely survivors of earlier firefights. Small groups like this aren't supposed to last long, and the Russians know it. But what's more telling? Moscow doesn't come for them. No extraction, no recovery mission. Just silence. One by one, the drones move in, guided by thermal imaging and precise coordinates. Each isolated fighter is eliminated. In war, numbers matter. But here, abandonment speaks volumes. April 2025 has shown the world that Ukraine's strength lies not just in firepower, but in precision, coordination, and resilience. From close-range rescues to long-range drone assaults, they continue to outmaneuver, outthink, and outlast a larger enemy. But the battlefield is unforgiving. Each success comes with sacrifice, and each fallen soldier, on either side, is a reminder of the true cost of this war. This is modern warfare, fast, cold, and watched from above. Stay with us for more battlefield reports brought to you straight from the edge of the fight.